Hi, this is our group project for Marketing 504 Effective Persuasion. This is a summary of the sales interviews that we have conducted with salespeople over the last few months. I'm Zach.
I'm Nina.
And I'm Amrinder.
And our cameraman is Sean. So for the first two questions, we asked the salespeople what they liked most about their job and what they disliked the most about their job. Our key findings for those two questions were that the salespeople loved the customer relationships that they could have and meeting new and interesting individuals every day. However, what the salespeople disliked most about the job was the disrespectful customers who walk in the door each day and the ones who just are not persistent on making the sale.
So third question basically focused on the sales process from the beginning to the end. Over our few interviews, we noticed that there was 3 to 4 steps mainly followed. The first step was greeting the customer as they walked in and also making them feel welcomed and within the store. The second step was more of creating a relationship with the customer by initiating a conversation, which was more genuine than not, which also helped with the next process, which was actually selling the product. The third step was selling the product to the customer by talking about the benefits to the customer and also by answering any question that they have. And finally, the fourth step was closing the deal, and also after closing the deal, finding ways for the customer to come back by letting them know that if they have any questions, they can always come back and ask us if they want to return a product, and also by giving them a business card. The fourth question talked about any formal and informal training that our employees received. There was both of direct and indirect types of training methods. The direct type of training methods were shadowing, which was looking at a senior, maybe manager or any other employee, and looking at how they do their everyday tasks, and also coaching sessions with managers that we find more within the TD branches, which was sitting down with managers and developing goals and how to achieve those goals. We also talked about, the employees also talked about indirect training methods, which were online courses, which were actually really, really convenient for the employees because they could do it at their own convenience, that whenever they wanted to. And also indirect methods such as any formal learning they learned from any courses or any university programs that they attended. So question 5 talked about any training that could also be used within any roles and careers, which was more of the employees that we interviewed felt that they did receive adequate training when it came to sales training, which would increase sales, but not customer-based training. They felt that customer-based training was important because within any sales role, you have to actually have a relationship with the customer in order for them to trust you and to sell the product.
So the sixth question that we asked all of the salespeople in the interview was, how do they find new clients and how do their companies help them find new clients? We found that none of the salespeople that we interviewed actively recruit customers. However, their companies are very focused on clientele because clients drive the sales process. So their companies help them by giving them tools and strategies to please customers during their visits to make sure that they'll tell their friends and family about them and ensure repeat business. Question 7 was, how did you get into a sales career and can you see yourself staying in a sales career long term? We found that all 4 salespeople had different kind of entry points into their sales careers, whether it be job fairs, kind of stumbling into them by accident, or referrals from a family or friend, and only one of them decided to stay. For the 8th question, we asked the salespeople how they interact with customers to truly understand them and help to better fulfill their needs. All 4 salespeople gave us very similar answers. They all said that they engage their customers by opening up casual conversation to learn personal details about the customer that they could use to better serve them.
So for the last 2 questions that we asked our salespeople was whether or not they worked as part of a sales team and whether or not they have had any sales conflict. We found that the majority of these salespeople worked as a team, however there were a few that worked individually. As for conflicts, there were a lot of situations where the salespeople had to act respectfully and confidently with using assistance from their other team members. So that concludes our sales interviews. Our key takeaways from this project were customer satisfaction, competitive drive, sales planning, and conflict resolution. Thank you.